And they're away in the opener here at Far Hills, all the way from the start. Well, Bow by Gold on the inside. For the early lead, One Lucky Lady is next. Genobi up on the outside. In between horses is Take Her to the Top as they come to the first of 11 jumps. Bow by Gold has the lead. Genobi is next to the inside. Is One Lucky Lady there in third. Take Her to the Top is fourth. And Wigwam Baby fifth by a head. Heads apart with Ivy Mills. Tekka is next. Maggie Neary. And in between horses at the back is So Far Away as they head into the turn for the first time. Onto the back straight they go, and Bow by Gold is the leader by 3.5 over Genobi. And we go to One Lucky Lady there in third. Wigwam Baby fourth ahead. On the outside, Take Her to the Top, fifth, 2.5 to Ivy Mills. Tekka is next. Maggie Neary, last but one, and So Far Away. Last of all, as they make their way down the back straight for the first time. Bow by Gold, your leader by 2.5. Genobi is next. A length to the good of One Lucky Lady there in third as they move behind the trees now. With Bow by Gold, the leader, 2.5. Genobi is next. One Lucky Lady there in third. Take Her to the Top is fourth on the outside. Wigwam Baby at the fence is next. Then comes Ivy Mills, 2.5 to Maggie Neary. Tekka is eighth. The back marker is still So Far Away. 6 fences from home now in the Peapack, and Bow by Gold is the leader by 3 still. Genobi second ahead now to One Lucky Lady, and 2.5 now. Back to Ivy Mills there in third. Take Her to the Top is fourth, about 6 off the pace. Then Tekka, Maggie Neary. On the inside is Wigwam Baby and So Far Away, still ninth as they head to the back straight. Bow by Gold, still moving well on the lead here. For Carol Ann Sloan as they head down the back straight. She's led since the lead after 1.5 miles. Bow by Gold in front by 2. Genobi to the outside. One Lucky Lady is third. Then comes Ivy Mills and Tekka up on the outside. There at the rail is Take Her to the Top. Maggie Neary, and there was a faller. Tekka fell midway down the back straight. Bow by Gold over the last fence on the back straight, digging in and finding more. One Lucky Lady gets the whip now and draws alongside. Then comes Ivy Mills on the outside as they round the far turn behind the trees. One Lucky Lady on the inside, heads apart now with Bow by Gold on the outside. Ivy Mills gains as they come up the hill now to the final jump. One Lucky Lady, Bow by Gold has on the outside. Ivy Mills is next. Then comes Maggie Neary, 11th and final. Bow by Gold, One Lucky Lady on the inside. Maggie Neary with the pink cap. To the outside is Ivy Mills. Here they come to the wire. One Lucky Lady.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm down here at the winner's line with the winning trainer Cyril Murphy and the winning jockey Ross Garrity. Cyril, let me start with you first. What a great training performance and what a great way to start the day.
It was, Jimmy, wasn't it? Yeah, no, it's grand. She's a nice mare. She came from England with a bit of form behind her and it's worked out well tonight.
And Ross, an inspired ride, I'd have to say. You were hard at it, a fair way out, and you went for the house at the last.
Yeah, thank you, Jimmy. No, probably didn't go like as quick as I wanted to go early, and I did a lot of filly going down the back. She flew the last 3, and there was no point waiting for anyone. I let her roll on into the bend. The spot came with the last I went for. She was very game. You and she was tough at the end. Probably wasn't the hardest race in the world on her, but she done it really well.
And they're away in the Harry E. Harris. All away well. As they come to the first jump now, to the outside, Gunpoint. To the inside is Atherton. As they come to fence number 1 of 11. Then comes Personal Start. They're in third. Out of the fire, next up in fourth. And a gap of a length and a half. On the inside, Mizyen is next. Then comes the Gold Identity as they move into the first turn. Into the turn, and Atherton has the lead by 2.5. Gunpoint is next. Another gap of 2. Out of the fire. Next in third, another 2.5. On the inside, Personal Start is fourth by a head. On the outside, next is Meteoroid, followed by Mizyen. Then comes the Grange, followed by the Gold Identity. Last but one. And the Duck is last of all. Down the back straight, Atherton has the lead by 3 points of a length. Gunpoint is next. To the inside is Personal Start. They're in third. Gap of 2.5 now. Out of the fire is next as they round the far turn. Come to the top of the infield straight for the second time. It is Atherton in front by 2. Gunpoint next, Personal Start to the inside in third. On the outside is Out of the Fire. Next in fourth. On the inside, Mizyen is next. Then comes the Grange, followed by Meteoroid. Back there in eighth. Then comes the Gold Identity and the Duck. As they come past us the second time now. 5 jumps from home. Atherton has the lead. Gunpoint on the outside. Personal Start. Next at the fence, looming in third. Then comes Mizyen in fourth, and the Grange fifth on the outside. Out of the fire next, a gap of 2.5 to Meteoroid. Then comes the Gold Identity, and the Duck is at the back as they head down the back straight for the final time. Atherton, Gunpoint with the pink cap. Now they're joined by Mizyen as they head down the back straight, and 3 of them are lapped on. They'll come to this jump together. Mizyen on the outside, then comes Gunpoint. Atherton gives way back in third. A gap of 2 back to the Grange. 5 back to Out of the Fire now as they head to the far turn. Gunpoint on the inside. Mizyen is right there on the outside as they move behind the trees. Then comes the Grange looming there in third as they make their way to the 11th and final jump. And the leader is Gunpoint as they come up the hill. Mizyen with the blue and gold. The Grange red cap between them comes on. Here they are. Final jump. Mizyen on the outside. Then the Grange, Gunpoint to the inside, Out of the Fire. It's next in Appleton. Final 16th of a mile. It's a hand right here for Bernie Dalton on the Grange, home in front in the Harry Harris.
here with winning jockey Bernie Dalton and husband of winning trainer Kate Dalton. Bernie, I have to say, you are riding like a man possessed. You're like fine wine. You're getting better with age.
It's the love of a young woman, Jimmy. She keeps me young.
Well, she's keeping you younger every year, Bernie. That was fantastic. And you look to have a fair bit in the tank from a fair way out.
Yeah, she's a nice filly. She ran really well at Chwan Downs a couple of weeks ago there. She probably would have been second, only she clouded the last fairly badly. Ended up fourth, but, you know, learned an awful lot out of it. And, you know, we came here today. We had her in the filly race as well, but we just figured she wasn't experienced enough to take on a bunch of experienced horses going Mach 2. It would be easier to run in the maiden, and, you know, thankfully it worked out.
Flag is up and they're off. As they head to the first, Siros quickly for the lead. Longhouse Saint there in second, 2.5 to Jack Frost in third. Gap of 4, Skudik fourth by half a length, and Bonded there in fifth. Perfect Union is sixth ahead. Miguel Grau is next. Then comes Lune de Caro. And Scorpiancer's the back marker as they round that far turn, the first of 3 times. Turning and up the hill the first time on the infield, Siros has the lead by 2.5. Longhouse Saint in second, then comes Jack Frost, 4 up the pace in third. Then we go to Skudik racing fourth, and Bonded in the orange colors, fifth to the outside. Perfect Union is next. Then we go to Miguel Grau, Lune de Caro, and Scorpiancer, still the back marker as they make their way through the infield for the first time. And Siros has the lead by a length. Longhouse Saint in the blue and orange right there in second. Just behind him, Jack Frost in third. Then comes Skudik, 4 off the pace, followed by Perfect Union on the inside. Bonded is next, Luna de Claro, followed by Miguel Grau and Scorpiancer as they make their way down the back straight for the second time. And the leaders heads apart at this stage of the game to the outside. Longhouse Saint now gets to the front. Siros is back to second, and 2.5 to Jack Frost there in third. Skudik, 5 off the pace in fourth. Then we go to Perfect Union. Bonded has dropped back. Luna de Claro is next. Miguel Grau to the outside, and at the back still Scorpiancer. And here they come up the infield one more time. It is Longhouse Saint in front here by 2.5. Siros is next. Then we go to Jack Frost in third and Skudik to the inside. In fourth, Bonded is next, Perfect Union. Then comes Miguel Grau, Scorpiancer, and now Luna de Claro at the back. 5 fences from home now in the Foxbrook. And Steve Pateman has Longhouse Saint in front by 5 now as they head for the turn. To the inside is Siros. Then comes Jack Frost, 4 back from the leader now. Then we go to Skudik. And up on the outside, the other is Bonded, followed by Scorpiancer. Perfect Union is next. And then comes Lune Decato at the back. And down the back straight they go the last time. Long House Saint by 2.5. Jack Frost is next. Then comes Sirdas, and Bonded is right there as well. Skudik tries to move up on the inside. Lune de Claro Scorpiancer gains on the outside. And then comes Miguel Grau. And around the far turn they go. On the inside, Long House Saint, Jack Frost. With the gold cap on the outside, and Scorpiancer may be heard from today, rallying on the outside as they come up the hill. Jack Frost, Scorpiancer on the outside. 2.5 to Bonded. Long House Saint gives way. And from the outside now is Lune Decato. They're over the final one. Scorpiancer with the lead. Jack Frost is next. Connor Hankin in front aboard Scorpiancer. The result of the third race now official. The winner, number 10, Bruton Street Scorpiancer, a big gelding by Scorpion from Jane Bailey, trained by Jack Fisher, and a very happy Connor Hankin, the winning rider. Well done, Connor.
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome Connor Hankin, the winning rider of this Foxbrook Champion Hurdle. And amazingly, ladies and gentlemen, Connor is an amateur rider and only rides horses at the weekend. Connor, that was an inspired ride. How did it go for you?
Well, it went well. He won in a similar fashion at Shawan Downs a few weeks ago, and we thought we'd do the same thing here. Jump him out, get him into a good rhythm, and then pick off horses at the end, and he's perfectly capable of doing that. So he's a really nice horse. Hats off to everyone at home. Like you say, I ride on the weekend, so it's the team at home that gets him ready, gets him to the races.
Under the orders of the starter, and they're off in the Grand National. All the way well, and Decoy Daddy moves for the early lead. Decoy Daddy to the inside. Now Hunt Ball has moved up alongside. Then comes Estial there in third. On the inside is Ronak there in fourth. Demonstrative to the outside. Then comes all together. Alajmal is next, and Charminster at the back. And round the far turn for the first time, Decoy Daddy has the lead. I have Hunt Ball right there on the outside. 3 lengths back, Estial. The Irish Invader there in third. On the inside is Ronak. Next racing in fourth. Estial to the outside. Then comes Demonstrative, followed by Dawalan on the inside. Then all together, Alajmal is next, and Charminster is the back marker as they pass us the first time. And the leader is Decoy Daddy by 2. Hunt Ball right there in second. Gap of 3 lengths. Estial there in third. Dawalan is fourth. And on the inside is Ronak. Next in fifth as they turn and head down the back straight for the second time. Hunt Ball and Decoy Daddy. They're banging it out head and head. They're out there in front by about 7 over Estial. They're in third. Then comes Ronak at the rail, next in fourth. Double on fifth ahead. Then comes All Together. They're in sixth. Demonstrative is seventh. On the inside, Alajmal is next, followed by Charminster at the back as they round that far turn now. About halfway home here in the Grand National. And they move out from behind the trees now, and the leader is still Decoy Daddy. In front now, 2.5 to Hunt Ball. 3 lengths back, Estial. On the outside is next Ronak. In fourth along the fence as they come to us now the second time. On the inside, Dawalan is next. Then comes All Together, followed by Demonstrative. On the inside, Alajmal is next, and Charminster still the back marker now. One more circuit to go. Hunt Ball now urged on to the front, but Decoy Daddy doggedly right there on the inside. Ronak in fourth. Dawalan is next, racing fifth. As they round that far turn now, Estial 3 wide. They're in sixth. Demonstrative next, racing in seventh. Then comes All Together. On the inside, Alajmal and Charminster at the back. Down the back straight now, and Hunt Ball and Andrew Tinkler, they edge away, but Decoy Daddy battles back. Dawalan with the yellow cap and the nailer colors. He's there on the outside, and Ronak All Together is right there as well. Estial on the outside. Alajmal is next. 5 to Charminster. Demonstrative is at the back. Round the far turn, and somehow Decoy Daddy has come back to take the lead now as they're behind the trees here. And up the hill, Decoy Daddy, Dawalan. Nailer 1-2 as they come to the top of the straight. Estial, Alajmal on the outside. All Together is next. Now, one from home in the Grand National. And Dawalan has the lead. Estial on the outside. Decoy Daddy gives way on the inside now. It's Decoy Daddy over the final jump now. And the leader is Dawalan. Dawalan by 3. Decoy Daddy, though, battles back. And Estial. Dawalan in time for Ross Garrity in the Grand National.
The trophy here now.
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome the winning jockey Ross Garrity and the second place rider Barry Garrity. This is a very rare occasion for me, and 2 legendary riders. Ross first, that was an amazing ride and a hard-fought win. Were you expecting it, or how did it go?
Yeah, I fancied him. You know, he ran really well in Belmont the last day and finished a nice third. I was expecting a big showing from him. He travelled really easy today, jumped really well. I got there way too soon, probably 2 furlongs too soon, but he was travelling so well I didn't want to disappoint him. I let him run on. He charged up the hill, didn't have to hit him after the last. He done it pretty easy in the end.
Well, and a lovely big long stride at the last as well, and that probably, it didn't, from our perspective, it looked like it was going to be all in the jump into the last, but you obviously had a bit more in the tank.
Yeah, I had a bit in the tank, but you know, as long as it didn't fall, I thought I was always going to win, you know.
Flag is up, and they're away in the Appleton, and Forgotten Man quickly emerges on the lead by about 6. Coco de Mama is next. Broxborn there in third, and Rodriguez is fourth. Hiawassee Gem next. 5. Back to Kingdom. Then we go to Artie's Jasper. Plated is next in Power of One. Then comes the Nephew, racing 10th, and into is 11th as they round the far turn. It's Forgotten Man. Snug hold there by Kieran Norris. They come round the first time. The leader by 2.5. Then we go to Coco de Mama in second. And Broxborn there in third. Rodriguez on the inside is fourth. Hiawassee Gem is next, fifth. Then Artie's Jasper. Kingdom on the inside. Power of One is eighth. The Nephew on the outside. Then comes Plated, followed by Into the Back marker 11th. Passed us for the first time. It is Forgotten Man. Now the leader by 2.5. Coco de Mama is there in second. Rodriguez and Broxborn, they jump that one together. And Hiawassee Gem is fifth. Artie's Jasper is next. Kingdom at the rail. Then we go to the Nephew. Next racing in eighth, Plated on the inside. Into. And the back marker is now Power of One as they make their way down the back straight the second time. Forgotten Man on the lead, a length to the good of Coco de Mama. Rodriguez there in third, 1/2. Hiawassee Gem next, fourth. Ahead, Broxborn is next, 2.5. We go to Artie's Jasper, then comes Kingdom. Gap of 2. Plated is next, the Nephew into, and Power of One at the back. Round the far turn, Coco de Mama behind the trees went on to take the lead. Forgotten Man is now back to second, and then comes Rodriguez. Next in third, Hiawassee Gem, the maroon colors. Broxborn in the orange back there in fifth. Then we go to Artie's Jasper, Plated, the Nephew into, and Power of One. One more circuit to go in the Appleton, and it's Coco de Mama on the lead by 2.5. Forgotten Man is next. Then comes Rodriguez in those yellow and black colors, they're third. Hiawassee Gem, Broxborn is next on the outside. Artie's Jasper, Kingdom on the inside. Then comes the Nephew. Power of One has moved up a bit. Plated and Into at the back. Down the back straight the last time. It's Coco de Mama on the lead here by about 1.5 lengths. Forgotten Man is next. Broxborn is up on the outside. And 4 wide, Artie's Jasper has now joined the leaders. Coco de Mama, Forgotten Man on the inside. Rodriguez, Artie's Jasper. Hiawassee Gem now barges between horses. The Nephew on the outside is next. Then comes Kingdom, Plated. Power of One, Into is next. And rounding the far turn and up the hill they come. Coco de Mama in front by 2. Hiawassee Gem is gained. Rodriguez, the Nephew on the outside. 4 of them across the course. Here they come now to the 14th and final. The Nephew. Power of One comes from nowhere. Plated is next. Hiawassee Gem on the inside. Oh, Power of One was a forward. And it is the Nephew. The Nephew. Connor Hankin notches another.
Got it? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, down here with proud father Mike Hankin, and again, Connor, the soon-to-be champion amateur, I'm sure. That was an amazing ride as well. Well done.
Thanks very much. It's again a very nice horse. We brought him over hopefully to be a timber horse down the road. He was running over chase fences in England, but we thought we'd just start him over hurdles, and these ratings races give him a good opportunity to do that. You know, you don't have to risk getting him claimed, and this is a perfect spot for him. He loved the ground, and it's pretty far.
As you approach the last, and I saw you got a lovely stride, did you think, oh, here we go again?
I did think that, and I checked under my arm a little bit after the last, and no one was near me, so it's a good feeling.
And they're off. Pure Deal dwelt a bit at the start. Now Buckrail emerges on the lead. Kensington Court is next. Giza to the inside. Then comes Isid in fourth. Followed by Boogie Fever, fifth along the inside. Next is East Avenue, followed by Pure Deal as they come by us the first time. Into the turn, Buckrail is the leader by 2. Giza in the blue colors. On the outside there in second, it's 4 lengths back now. Isid. Next in third. 2.5 back to Kensington Court, next fourth. Followed by Boogie Fever in fifth. Timmy T is next. Gap of 5. Back to East Avenue. And Pure Deal at the back. Down the back straight they go. And the leader is Buckrail. Here by a length and a quarter. Giza is next, 3 lengths back. Isid is next. Timmy T up on the outside, then Kensington Court. Boogie Fever on the inside is next as they round that far turn. And Buckrail has the lead as they come round the infield one more time. Giza outside in second, a gap of 3. Isid is next, Kensington Court there in fourth. Boogie Fever fifth, about 6 off the lead. Then Timmy T, East Avenue, and Pure Deal as they come through the infield the second time. Buckrail on the lead ahead. Giza right there alongside. 2.5 Kensington Court under a hold there, as is Isid in fourth. Then we go to Pure Deal. Next on the outside, Boogie Fever, Timmy T, and East Avenue. They turn and head down the back straight for the final time. And Ross Garrity has Buckrail out there on the lead by 3 parts of a length. Still being tracked by Giza there in the blue colors. On the inside, Isid now in third. Timmy T is moved up into the fourth spot, and Kensington Court now fifth, 5 off the lead. On the inside, Boogie Fever. Then comes East Avenue and Pure Deal as they head to the far turn the last time. Buckrail in front a length. Isid on the inside is next. Giza 2.5 lengths behind the leader on the outside as they move behind the trees now. Buckrail still on the lead. Giza is next in the blue colors to the outside. Isid, Kensington Court, Boogie Fever is next And then comes Pure Deal on the outside, and up the hill they come to the final. Buck Rail has the lead, 2.5 in the pink colors. Ross Garrity on the lead. Kensington Court to the outside. On the inside, Ice It is next. Oh, and Giza dumped his rider as they near the finish now. It will be Ice It. Sean McDermott and Ice It win the
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm down here with winning rider Sean McDermott. Sean, that was an inspired ride despite a blunder at the last.
I wouldn't call it inspired. Jack had him really ready for today, so we gave him a run around Siobhan, and he was a little unlucky there. He actually missed the last two, but jumped absolutely super today, bar the last. And I suppose they're 3-year-olds, they're young horses, he's on his own, you know, so I'll excuse him that.
Did you, were you pretty confident jumping the second last, or?
I was. It's just a matter of getting him settled and getting him kind of relaxed, and we actually put blinkers on him here to focus him a little bit in going in straight lines basically and forward, but I think we might leave him off him the next day. But I was pretty confident all the way. He jumped super, like I said, until the last, and even at that mistake he still picked up and quickened well, so he's a nice one.
You're very modest because it looked inspired from where we were looking at. Well, very congratulations, Sean, and great job today.
Yeah, thanks. Hopefully we can continue here.
Moving up for the start now, all nicely in line. And they're away in the New Jersey Hunt Cup as we wait for them to come out of the trees. And Tax Ruling is on the lead here. Tax Ruling for the early lead by about 3. Vine Hill is next. Delta Park, Montsalud on the outside is next as they make their way to the first timber fence. Tax Ruling is your leader. Vine Hill is next. Montsalud in third. Then we go to Delta Park to the inside. Certain Swagger is next. Then Cornhusker, followed by Schoolhouse Woods. Hockey Pop is next. Then we go back to Two's Company as they come by us the first time. And Tax Ruling is your leader, 2.5 to the good of Vine Hill. Then comes Certain Swagger. They're in third, and Schoolhouse Woods along the inside. Montsalud now fifth, and Delta Park is sixth. Cornhusker seventh along the inside. Hockey Pop is next. Then comes Arrow, followed by Two's Company, and Ebenor is at the back as they head down the back straight. Fairly quick pace here for the Timber Runners, with Tax Ruling the leader by 2.5 over Vine Hill. And then comes a Schoolhouse Woods in third. Certain Swagger fourth. 3 back to Delta Park, and Montsalud to the outside. Then comes Hockey Pop. 2 back to Arrow and Cornhusker there together. Two's Company and Ebenor still the back marker as they move out round that far turn behind the trees. And to the top of the straight the second time. Tax ruling in front, 2.5. Vine Hill is next, another 2.5. Back to Schoolhouse Woods as they come up the hill now to the wire for the second time. Tax ruling leads him up the hill, Vine Hill alongside. 2.5. Schoolhouse Woods on the inside in third. Then we go to Delta Park. Certain Swagger is fifth. Mont Salud is sixth. Hockey Pop next. Cornhusker, Arrow, Ebenur. Two's Company at the back. Second under the wire has Tax ruling your leader, with Vine Hill on the outside. Schoolhouse Woods third, a gap of 2.5. Delta Park on the inside. Then comes Certain Swagger. Hockey Pop is next. Mont Salud, gap of a length. Arrow on the outside. Ebenur. And Two's Company is at the back as they head down the back straight, with Tax ruling the Timber Champ in front by 2 here. Then we go to Vine Hill, followed by Schoolhouse Woods, 4 up the pace in third. Another gap of 2 lengths. Certain Swagger is fourth. Then we go to Delta Park and Hockey Pop. Mont Salud is next. Then Cornhusker, Arrow, Ebenur. And the back marker is still Two's Company. And there was a faller. That was Vine Hill, a faller there on the back straight. And around that far turn they go, with Tax ruling the leader. Schoolhouse Woods. Now they're in second. 5 to Delta Park. Mont Salud fourth on the outside. Hockey Pop is next as they come at us now for the third time. And up the hill they come. And it is Tax ruling leading into the straight here to the inside. Schoolhouse Woods, Delta Park in third. Mont Salud is next. There's Cornhusker in the gold cap in red on the inside. Mont Salud is next. Ebenur moves up a bit from the back. Then comes Arrow and Two's Company. But it's all Tax ruling and Willie McCarthy, the story here thus far in this New Jersey Hunt Cup. And they'll lead into the turn by 5 over Schoolhouse Woods. Another 6 now. Back to Delta Park. Mont Salud, fourth on the outside. Cornhusker is next. Then Hockey Pop. Ebenur, 2.5 to Arrow and Two's Company as they head down the back straight for the final time. Here is Tax ruling. Led the entire way in front, 2.5. Schoolhouse Woods has 7 now on Delta Park. Mont Salud is next as the pace quickens. On the outside, Ebenur is quietly gained. Then comes Cornhusker. Hockey Pop next, Arrow and Two's Company. Can they catch Tax ruling now as they head to that far jump into the far turn? Tax ruling. Schoolhouse Woods being urged on now. Ebenur has quietly moved into third. And Delta Park is on the inside as they're behind the trees. Tax ruling has the lead. Cornhusker on the inside. On the outside, Schoolhouse Woods. And then comes Ebenur. And here they come now. To us now the final time in the New Jersey Hunt Cup. Schoolhouse Woods has wrestled the lead away. Cornhusker is next. Ebenur on the far outside. And then comes Tax ruling fading. Final jump. Schoolhouse Woods has the lead. Tax ruling. Ebenur on the outside. Way on the inside. Schoolhouse Woods. Ebenur on the outside. And Tax ruling. the unofficial order of finish, the winner, number 9, Ebenur. Number 3, Tax Ruling, second. Number 8, Schoolhouse Woods, third.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's with huge pleasure I welcome Cyril Murphy back to the winner's enclosure and Gus Dahl, the winning rider. Guys, what a great day. Cyril, unbelievable. 3 winners on the day. Dream come true?
It's grand, all right, yeah, fantastic. I mean, this is the day everybody aims for from the beginning of the year. So to get here with 1 and have a chance is great, but to come away with 3 of them, I mean, we'll enjoy this for a long time.
For the best, the biggest owner in our sport, it's a true testament, and to cap off the day, I'm sure Mr. Naylor will be ecstatically pleased also.
I hope so.
And Gus, great ride and lovely to finish the day like that. How was the ride for you in that race?
It was good. I was told to settle in out the back and get him jumping away and let him get himself into the race, and that's what we did. He's a fantastic jumper. Everyone from Cyril's barn has done a great job getting the source of jump and the travel, and he did here today.